Okay guys, so welcome back to Fooding. Alright, so today I'm actually in Klang with my friends in Seng, Huat, Bak Kut Teh. So right, now actually it's like 8 or 9 something in the morning. So you must be asking like, hey Brian, like why on earth would you eat rice and Bak Kut Teh in the morning? Because as they say right, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans do. So actually in Klang right, the Klang people normally they will have Bak Kut Teh for breakfast. Like, it's quite a thing right here lah, but it's not very common in KL or other places. So right, for this place actually is highly recommended by a lot of people. It's very popular this place I would say. So for today, we actually ordered Bak Kut Teh with tau pork, yao zha guai, and half fat, half lean meat, pork ribs, and then one is called sei guat. Normally right, people when they have Bak Kut Teh, they will order tea because Bak Kut Teh is called肉骨茶, means a meat bone tea. In direct translation lah. So normally they will have tea Bak Kut Teh lah. So it's quite a thing right there. So let's go. Okay, so for now right, I'm actually gonna try the broth first. The broth right, it actually has a rich, not say super duper rich lah, but it has a brown, good texture on it. And then yeah, looks very good lah. It's not very diluted lah. So let's try. So I would say it's actually very flavorful. Flavorful, right? And then a saltiness in the behind, and then with a good scent of the herbal smell in it. So normally, right, before this, the reason why Bak Kut Teh is invented is because, right, last time, right, they work as hard labor in the mine or in the quarry, But then, right, because they want to have a meal just to satisfy for the whole day, right, of the meal, right, so they just mix all they have, so all the herbs and the meat in it just to boil a soup lah. But then somehow they managed to create Bak Kut Teh. So because of it, here we have Bak Kut Teh lah. And now I feel like a Klang people already, to be honest. Guys, so now I'm going to try, actually it's called what they call sei guat. So as you can see, the size of this enormous part right here, I'm not sure which part is this lah. It looks like the leg part, I'm not sure lah, to be honest. So I'm going to try a bit of it first lah. Oh. So as you can see, this is actually the sei guat. Let's see how tender is the meat is. Wow. Wow. As you can see, just off the bone tender, you know. Very nice, very nice. This is the sei guat. So let's try. But how does it taste like? If you say super tender, it's not like super freaking tender, no. But it actually have a rough side on it. So it's like I would say like a rough mixed tender taste. So like in the first surface, you will taste its tenderness, but then once you go deeper, it's actually more tougher. So but overall, I think it's good lah. So it also has a mixture of fat with lean meat. So we can see right here the fat and then the lean meat lah. Okay guys, so a mistake right here. Actually this is called sai guat, not sei guat, because my friend called it sei guat, but it's actually sai guat. So yeah, sai guat basically means small bone. I believe it's from a Thai area, the Thai area. Okay, so for the next one we're gonna try is actually the pun fei sao, which means half fat, half lean pork. So I believe it's from the belly part lah. So let's try see how it tastes lah. So for this half lean, half meat, right, I believe the taste itself, the texture itself is already explained by the term half fat, half lean meat lah. So first of all, we're gonna taste the fattiness of the pork, the belly level, and then second of all is the lean meat lah. So both taste together, I will give it a solid texture lah. So you have the softness of the fat and then the toughness of the lean meat. So I think it's pretty good. So now we're gonna try actually the pork rib, which is pai guat lah. So pork rib, let's try. You guys can see right, the size of it, it's quite humongous lah. For the pork rib, right, it actually means like, as you can see from the texture right here, it's the pork and the meat and the bone, right, actually stick together, you know. And I would say like by dividing it, right, actually the texture is quite solid lah. So let's go. So for the taste for this Thai cut, right, I will give it a pretty solid lah. Because right, it doesn't have any fatty trace on it. It's just lean meat lah. It's just meat by itself lah. And then meat with bone lah. And then the texture actually is very nice, well cooked. Yep. So I will give it a good recommendation as well lah for this Thai cut. For the final one is actually the Tofu Pork. Tofu Pork, which means bean curd. Bean curd. Yeah. So for this bean curd, let's see how it tastes lah. So normally, right, the reason why people order Tofu Pork in Bak Kut Teh is because the Tofu Pork, right, actually it will absorb the broth of the soup, and then right, once you bite it, right, the broth just explodes in your mouth. So that's why people order Tofu Pork lah. So I think it's a pretty sweet and good taste of Tofu Pork right here. So for the last of us, actually Yao Zha Guai lah. So Yao Zha Guai, I think it's pretty common in Bak Kut Teh scene in Malaysia. So it actually is a fried dough lah. You know churros? Yeah, something like churros, but it's not churros, you know. Something similar like churros lah. So normally what they would do is they would dip this Yao Zha Guai in the broth lah, to also absorb the broth, and then just bite it. We have a good sense of taste in it. Okay. Yeah, so after soaking in the broth, let's go. So, for this Yao Zha Guai, I think it's pretty common lah. Nothing much excitement about, but it's just pretty standard common Yao Zha Guai lah. Yeah. Okay guys, so I think this is the end of this episode for this Seng Huat Bak Kut Teh. I would give this actually a pretty good 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Because I think this taste actually is quite similar to the one I had in Kepong, but it's a good shot lah. If you come here, you can just try it as well. So I think it's a good try lah, to be honest. But normally, right, so for the Klang Bak Kut Teh, the difference between our normal Kepong Bak Kut Teh or whatsoever, right, it's actually the Bak Kut Teh here, they serve it by a bowl, just like this, no, a bowl per serving lah. So normally in our Kepong Bak Kut Teh, right, they will serve in one huge bowl and put all the meat in it just to serve one portion lah. But then they will serve bowl by bowl lor. So you can choose whatever you want by individually. So I will see you in the next stop, and take care and stay safe, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.